And that breaking news, another episode of freezing up by Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell this afternoon. Thanks for joining us here at 4. I'm Ashley Kirkland.
And good afternoon to you. I'm Cherie Palello. This all happened as the 81-year-old senator met with the media after delivering some remarks over at a Northern Kentucky business-to-business leaders. WLWT Newsflash John London was there. He joins us here in studio tonight. And I know there were a lot of questions, still are tonight, John. A lot of questions, but also I think a lot of concern.
Well, there is concern, and you know, it appeared that he heard the questions or didn't hear the questions, and then there was a long pause, and that's what created the concern. Senator McConnell has always been very measured and deliberate in his remarks and responses, but today he appeared much more shaky and a bit unsteady. Here he is entering a room full of business executives in Covington, smiling and shaking hands per usual. He delivered about a 20-minute address touching on familiar topics such as building a new bridge across the river, what it would take to avoid a government shutdown this fall. Afterwards, he walked away unsteadily down a few steps from the podium, caught himself as if about to fall as he approached a chair. McConnell's staff had arranged for a brief news conference downstairs where he adjusted his glasses, said okay, and was ready to go, and was asked for his view of running for another term 3 years from now.
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
yes.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
And about 15 seconds later, another aide asked if he wanted to continue. He indicated he did, took a couple more questions, which an aide had to repeat, and walked away with staff at his side. I followed to the sidewalk where I watched as he made his way into a waiting car and then drove off.
Yeah, certainly a scary situation, and especially considering what he's had happen in the last few weeks and months, John. And I went to that same event last year, and obviously definitely a different McConnell there today.
I think too, you know, we were talking about this earlier, what happened back in July. We had another instance like this. It lasted, I believe it was 19 seconds when he froze the last time. This was about 30 seconds. You're in the audience. What are you thinking at that point?
Well, I mean, he did look shaky and unsteady today, and of course everybody in the media was wondering what was going on. His staff sent word later that he had a bout of lightheadedness, that he was feeling lightheaded, that he is fine now, but that he intends to consult with a physician before his next event.
All right, John London live with us today. John, thanks for the insight. I know you know so many of our local politicians well. You cover government inside and out day to day. John, thanks so much.